Alright, so let's see, how can we do this? So I'm making a tier list today. I already tried to make it a couple times. So I'm just gonna go over each god and why they're really good, why I think they are where they are. These three, don't even have to explain. Broken. RDO, really good. Solo, really good in support. Counters, Fenrir for jump. Rolling, really good in jungle. Lots of damage, let's taunt, heals him. Fenrir, really good in support. Always the best support. Geb, really good for countering Fenrir. Same as RDO, good for countering Fenrir, so that's why he's picked a lot. Also good for countering CC with his shield, and his ultimate's really good for team fights. Baron, really good, just overall. Odin, really annoying because you need like Phantom Veil to get out of his ultimate. Tasker, like a better version of Thorn, where you can just do a bunch of debuffs and do a bunch of damage. Terra, probably one of the best solo laners, and also a decent support. I don't think she's S- for support, she's up there for solo. Hopwash, one of the safest mages in the game, because you can just ult yourself when someone dies. You like a Sarkaz dies, you ult yourself. You do a bunch of damage, you continue off your corpses. Athena, not as good as before, because Chiron and Geb just stop the ability to taunt, basically. Cerberus really good in solo, heavy damage, good heal. Chiron really good for countering CC and doing some damage as well. Cupid, probably one of the best hunters, if not the best. Heavy damage. And good escape. Discord, good mage too, solid character overall. Good for CC combos. Like, Geb couldn't get a knockup when you against them. And it's pretty good for helping your team get out of team fights. Jingwei, really good for playing, if you want to play really safe and do damage at the same time. Probably the best hunter right now. Sometimes he's a little bit worse than Cupid and Chiron. If like they get an Athena, then you're gonna want Chiron, obviously. Kefri, really good for countering characters that do heavy damage like Fenrir and Naja, Odin support, stuff like that. Just because his shield and everything, and then the stun combo. Kumbhakarna, really good for just staying alive a bunch. You can just run away really easily. He's really good with his passive because your hunter can just land autos on the hunter while he's trying to kill you. Kuzubo, really good solo laner. Up in the top solo laners right now just because he's unkillable at late game. Medusa, really good hunter. Just does a bunch of damage. Mercury, you could probably put him in A minus, but I put him in A plus just because I think he's really good still. Golden Blade still works really well on him, even with the nerf to his major look. Naja, not really good jungler anymore, but I mean, you can still play her in jungle, but she's a lot better in support in my opinion. She does really well. Legion, probably like third best mage in the game. Fourth, I guess if you count Freya. Freya's normally sometimes played in ADC. So, he's really good. You can even say he's even better than some of these characters. Does a lot of damage, really good escape, really good ultimate. Serket does a lot of damage. True damage is really good for counting a lot of guardians. And guardians, like, need to kill the guardians. Ullr, really good mid laner. Probably could put him in A if you're like a lower rank. And if you're like a higher rank or something, you definitely would want to say he's A plus because he's really good at double hunter comps where you can just play him in mid and then just kill gold through at level 7 after you get a pick. Expo, one of the best hunters as well. You know, all these guys there's a bunch of good hunters right now. He's got good early game damage, really good early game clear. One of the best escape abilities because you're CC immune during it. And a really good teamfight ultimate. Now, you'd be surprised with this one, but I think Xingtian with his new buff is really good. I might move him down, but personally I've been playing him a lot, and I think he's a lot better of a character than he was before. Like, I definitely put him in B before, but I think he's a lot better now. Zhong A plus, just because he's really good solo lane game. You can build him hybrid and still one-hit wave at like level 10. Achilles, decent. I'm just gonna go over these guys really quick. Decent. A lot better with her new buff, which slows when you land on your ultimate. Decent, good for counting characters with movement abilities, so it's good for countering these two and her. This Artemis is decent. Looks really good for countering characters with jumps, so like Fenrir and Bakasura. Bakasura really good for just shredding people. Bologna a lot worse with the Berserker shield not being as good anymore. Turner's decent if you're really good with him. You can do really well. Chang'e, probably not that good. I could probably put her an A-, but I'll just put her an A for now. Trinabog not as good because he's just not anymore. He got some nerfs. Doesn't do as much. But his ultimate's still really good, so he's A still. Deji, really good if you're good at it. Fafnir, not as good because he's just not as good. Other Guardians are just better right now. Ganesh, not really that great. You could probably put him in A-, honestly. Hachiman, another guy you could probably put in A-. He's really not insane, but he's like a super duper safe under with his ultimate given CC immunity and another dash ability. Hades pretty good at soul lane. Kibo, not a sought after because he's really squishy. Hercules really good for countering characters like Bologna, Kukoan, and stuff like that. Hoi decent if you have an Odin support, and some other, and he's just decent overall. Loki, I don't know why he's decent, but I see he has like a 62% pick and ban rate in Diamond Plus, so I'll just put him there anyway. Neith's pretty good for teamfight ult. She doesn't even have to be there to help. And Root's really good, or heal's really good, and she's really safe. Poseidon, decent. Ra, pretty decent, heal's really good. Rama, decent. Scylla, decent. Sobek, not as good because he's just not. Sun Wukong, really good with Soul Eater. Susano, really good if you can get early game lead, which is really hard, but really good late game. But even, like, you'll destroy if you can get an early game lead. Sylvanas, really good support. Thoth, really good if, like, you could put him in S- if you're, like, really good at him, but most people aren't, so. Vamana, I might put him in A+. Like, you really could, if he's, like, in between, probably, like, top A tier, A+ area. But I haven't really seen him at his full potential yet, so I'll just leave him A for now. Ymir, only really good at solo. I mean, you can play him in support, but it's a lot harder there. A lot more risk. Zeus, really good for objective secure, really heavy damage. Not as safe as Opwash, because your ult doesn't just, like, slow as much. Morgan, probably put her in A+, but another guy I haven't seen her full potential of. These guys are just all decent for counters, but not good overall. Like, just personal picks if you're good with them. Anubis and Kali really bad. Ice is really bad, and Bastet really bad. So if you guys disagree with this tier list at all, please just feel free to leave a comment. Like, if you think Ymir is like an S- god, give me your reason, give me your thoughts. Because don't just yell at me because I'm wrong. That's just stupid. Let's just see if we can make a good tier list. I'll see you guys in the next one.